Hello, my name is Dr. Peter Zizali. I'm the program leader of the BA Honors Acting program at LaSalle College of the Arts in Singapore. What we're going to demonstrate today is a technique that embodies Shakespeare's text specifically, but it can be any sort of heightened language for that matter. It's a technique that I founded and we've been developing here at LaSalle, which is drawn from the work of Rudolf Steiner, as well as Kristen Linklater and Cecily Berry. And then we've arrived at something that's entirely our own. So it's called sculpting the text. That's how we'll initially start, with sculpting the text, and then we'll back that up with something called imaging the text a little later. And the idea is for the actor to become completely psychophysically engaged with their speaking. As Hamlet says, suit the word to the action to the word. This approach, sculpting and imaging, allows the actor to be fully free and liberated in the ways in which they use their words as action toward penetrating another character, to transforming them in the playing space. It's as physical as it is anything else. So without further ado, we'll start with sculpting the text. I'd like to introduce some of our actors who will be working with us today.
Hi, my name is Genevieve.
My name is Ethan.
My name is Roshini.
Hi, I'm Tejas.
And thank you so much for joining us. So essentially the way that sculpting the text works is it works with consonants and consonant blends that are the initiating part of a word that opens up the vowel and diphthong sounds so that we literally work these sounds into our body syllable by syllable. Again, it comes out of work that Rudolf Steiner did, as well as then embodying the text through the work that Cecily Berry does, as well as Kristen Linklater. So we really arrive at a place where we take ownership of our language, but it goes through the consonants. So each and every consonant sound, I emphasize sound, because there are certain letters that have multiple sounds in English. For example, the letter C can be pronounced in the word C-I-R-C-U-S very differently in two different syllables. You have the S sound, similar to the letter S in most cases, or the K sound, similar to the letter K when pronouncing the word circus. So it's the sound that matters. And each sound has a corresponding body part that privileges where that sound comes from. And it's a way of just making an entree into the body through the language and the consonants specifically, where we then can repeatedly overspeak and speak again syllables to taking ownership of the language itself. Let us demonstrate. So let's say we have a word like V-I-C-T-O-R-Y. What's the word in pronounced English?
Victory.
Victory, right. So, now according to the system that we've created, there are essentially 4 different consonant sounds in the word victory, okay, that are sprawled out across 3 different syllables. Victory, right? So what are the consonant sounds? Where are they coming from? And what are the sounds themselves? V, right, v, which traditionally in spoken English comes from the letter V. So what body part corresponds with the V?
Forehead.
The forehead, right. So essentially, every consonant sound or consonant blend in English corresponds with a body part. And therefore, we use that body part to invite the consonant into our speaking, so we actually start to move the syllable of each and every word through our bodies, and we stitch the syllables together, the words together, the phrases together, and before you know it, you've embodied the heightened language, so it becomes action spoken on the word. So, we have the V sound, which happens in the forehead. So let's just play with that sound for a while. Spread ourselves out. Good, and again. And now everybody, finding that sound, the V right off the forehead. Good, and again. Good. The second consonant sound that occurs in the word victory is what? Right. Where does that sound, often with the hard K, where does that happen?
Legs.
The legs, right. Right off the thigh in particular, right? So let's just isolate the sound first. And imagine it's coming right off the thigh and penetrating the playing space. Good, everybody. And then what is the next consonant sound that happens in the word we've selected? And where does t come from?
The heart.
Here,
Yeah,
the heart.
right, the heart. And really physicalize it so it's like we're sort of sharing the sound into the playing space. Good. And then finally we have the R sound, which happens where?
Skull.
Off the crown of the skull, right? Again, So now we put the sounds together, each syllable, letting the vowel sounds and the diphthong sounds, as the case may be, spilling off the consonants, all right, while embodying the sound as we go. And therefore, we're literally working the sound or sculpting the sound throughout our bodies. Let's just take it syllable by syllable, very methodically at first. Vic, Vic, t, off the heart, and then ri, forehead. Victory,
Victory.
Victory.
Good. So we're going forehead,
Vic.
eye,
So,
heart, and
victory.
top of skull. Victory.
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 Good. And Ethan, victory. Send it over here beyond the camera.
Victory.
Good. The so we make the at the tip of the tongue coming up to the roof of the mouth, right? So it lends to where you want to imagine. This is all using imagery, by the way. You know, if you literally look for the sound coming out of your forehead, you're not going to find it there. It's an image that we're using to allow ourselves to release the body into the formation of that sound and sail it into the playing space. So we do this over and over again, syllable by syllable, stitching the syllables together to form the word. That word literally becomes embodied. Victory, victory, victory. And we just really start to allow ourselves to be overtaken by the consonant sounds physically. Good, 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 good. And one more time.
Victory.
Now, and we'll eventually, if we were to do this for usually it's about 3 to 5 minutes per word. If I'm working on a piece of Shakespeare, for example, if you have 12 lines of text, sort of like the standard sonnet, for example, that would take this, in order to sculpt it and thoroughly, it would take about 3 minutes per line, easily. So you're looking at about a half an hour exercise to move an entire sonnet through your body in sculpting. What we're going to do now is we're going to use Shakespearean insults, in fact, words that Shakespeare crafted, ever the wordsmith he was, and we're going to sculpt them, and then we're going to play with them a little bit as we've worked them into our bodies. Keep going back, so keep sculpting away, both of you.
You waggish.
Oh, there you go.
Mad bread. Dog face.
Good. Distance and keep circling about each other. No pointing, no pointing. Let it live through your body, through the sculpting.
You rank. Fat.
There you go.
Kidneyed. Rabbit. Sucker.
Good. Now, let the sculpting go. Just breathe into each other. You've hurt each other. You want to hurt back. You can move about the room, but take all the force out of it, but keep the muscularity of the sculpting, the intention of the sculpting, living through your speaking. Take the space as you do so.
You waggish. Mad bread. Dog face.
You rank. Fat. Kidneyed. Rabbit. Sucker.
Nice. Good. Good, good, good. So let's start to pop in the space a little bit. These sounds don't live in our, in our mind necessarily. The mind gives rise to the physical speaking of these words, vis-a-vis, in this case, the consonants, by way of giving rise to the vowel and diphthong sounds, and then it lives a spoken action. Yeah, let it dance out. You're stirring a drink. Queasy.
Wheezy.
Good. Yes. Excellent. Yes. And what comes after queasy?
Motley minded.
Motley minded. So really.
Motley minded.
Good. And where's the ul sound happen?
That's happened to the
Knees, right? So you let them spill around your knees. Motley minded. Okay. Excellent. Yep. Keep going.
Motley minded.
Excellent. Good. Good.
Mold. War.
Good. And Jen, back to Ethan now.
That's a yeasty.
Yeasty. So where the yes sound?
Yee. So coming from the corn. Yeast.
Uh-huh.
Dog. dog-hearted.
So let yeasty live again, just to make sure that you really stick that in your body and give it up to him. Yeasty. So we got the.
Yeasty.
Uh-huh.
You. Queasy. Motley. Minded. Mold. War.
Good, good. And that's nice. You can jam back to Ethan now.
You. Yeasty. Dog-hearted. Egg. Shell.
Good. And now just take the space, both of you, and just take the sculpting out of it and play the singing.
You. Yeasty. Dog-hearted. Egg. Shell.
Good. Good intention, good attack. Now take the force out of it and see if you can take the force out, see if you can find power through ease. Staying on breath, staying in alignment, so you're not, yeah, there you go. So you're not letting your head creep forward and cutting off your sound and your voice and your breath.
You. Queasy. Motley minded moldwork.
You. Yeasty. Dog-hearted. Eggshell.
Good. You really start to work the words into your body, and you also add some muscularity to your articulation in doing so by drilling them over and over again, so that when it comes time to play and just speak freely and openly and listen and give and take, those words are coming from an articulate place as well as an embodied place. Yeah. So if you were to do this over and over again, drilling these sounds, sculpting these sounds, working them into your body, I promise you all, that it would start to live in the space in a palpable way. It's also a very good way, incidentally, to quote-unquote memorize your text.
Yeah.
I don't think memorizing your text is wise if you're doing it sitting down or in a passive state. This literally activates you and your words, because if you take care of your text, it'll take care of you. Great. Jen, anything you want to offer our viewers, or in terms of your own discoveries?
I think in a lot of acting in these days, we try and pursue very naturalistic sort of things, and things like chopping, sawing the air,
Right.
and very sort of like physically colloquial mannerisms are a bit hard to avoid. So I think sculpting really helps bring the body back to the essence of the text.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. It's a great lesson to find. Yeah. So what we'd like to do now is let's show and share a little bit of something we fully sculpted, some pieces from the Midsummer Night's Dream, and we'll just sort of play them off each other and give a sense to our viewers with whom we're sharing this work. Give a sense of just what happens after you've spent a good deal of time sculpting through a passage, all right, and seeing just how it starts to live in the playing space in a very human and palpable way, all right? From Midsummer Night's Dream, this will be Helena and Lysander, 2 select passages.
Demetrius.
Specify your Demetrius. See, him, her, or they, whoever that individual is for you, Ethan. That's your Demetrius, the object of your affection.
Demetrius.
Delight in it. Don't force it. Don't show it. Let it experience. Experience who Demetrius is.
Demetrius.
There you go. Yes, nice and easy. Breathing into Demetrius, the word and the image associated with it.
Demetrius
Beautiful.
loves.
Taste that word
Demetrius
loves. Yes.
loves.
And you have those delicious voiced consonants on the end of it as well as at the beginning.
Loves.
There you go. Demetrius loves.
Demetrius loves
Yeah.
your fair.
Easy. Just take time with each and every word. Repeat it. Don't try to force your way through it. Luxuriate.
Demetrius
Yes.
loves.
Loves. And just repeats that over and over again. You
Loves.
wish that person loved you.
Loves your.
You're seething with loss.
Loves
Yes,
your fair.
Yes. Stay with fair. Now you're getting somewhere.
Fair.
Yes. Not you, but it's Hermia that he loves.
Fair.
She loves or they love. Yes. Yeah.
Fair.
Yes, there you go. Now you're starting to open up into the word. It's
The jaws of darkness
yeah, you
do
breathe. Yes, beautiful.
devour,
Really taste that triphthong. Hour. Devour.
devour,
There you go. Beautifully dropped in. Yes, that's
devour.
Right, and what is the image behind devouring? What are those jaws of darkness devouring? Is it like a shark devouring its prey?
Devour.
Good, good, good. Don't need to exaggerate. Just let it drop in. Beautiful.
The jaws of darkness do devour it.
Yes, what is that it? That's a precious pronoun referring to that which you're speaking about, love, right?
It.
Uh-huh. You have that lovely explosive puh on the end of it, almost like a gulp. Swallowing up love by the jaws of darkness.
The jaws of darkness do devour it up.
Beautiful. No more love.
I, me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history. This course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood, or else misgrafted in respect of years, or else it stood upon the choice of friends, or if there were sympathy in choice, war, death, sickness did lay siege to it, making it as momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the calling night, which in the spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and here man hath the power to say, behold! The jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quickly, bright things come to confusion.
Call you me fair, that fair Regenancy. Demetrius loves your fair, oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green and hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh, a favor so yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye, your eye. My tongue should catch your voice, sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
Ay, me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, this course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood, or else misgrafted in respect of years, or else it stood upon the choice of friends, or if there were sympathy in choice, war, death, sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collie at night that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth. And ere a man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick, bright things come to confusion.
fair again and say, Demetrius loves your fair. Ah, happy fair, your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green and hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching. Oh! Were favor so yours, would I catch fair Hermia ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody, or the world mine. Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
Thank you, colleagues and students from our across the Asia-Pacific Bond of Theater Schools partnership. It's such a wonderful opportunity to share with you today. Thank you for creating this space for us to do so. And thank you to the good folks at Shanghai Theater Academy for hosting this particular session. So without further ado, what we've been able to do today and share with you is just a piece of our work. Sculpting the text, followed by imaging or dropping in the text, and then ultimately allowing that text to become manifest in the playing of it, suiting the word to the action to the word, bringing the human element forward. Human beings are compelled to speak, to communicate, to forge action onto somebody else, to cause something else to happen in that person where the speaking is being targeted. Sculpting the text, imaging the text, it's some of the work that we've been developing here, and it's been a pleasure to be able to share some of it with you. Thanks so much, and enjoy the rest of the conference, everybody.